Senators Frenzel, I'm going to continue whittling away at why I think this bill came to be by going through some interviews and quotes from Senator Kauth herself, making sure that I do not misquote her, so we can make sure that the record is accurate. So I will soon ask you to yield again. So one of the things that I paused about, I haven't yet, Senator Kauth, but I will, that I paused when I was reading the transcripts from the recent interview, because I had also heard the interview, I saw it on video. Senator Kauth said, "Well, I have empathy and sympathy for people who are dealing with gender dysphoria. I'm not going to call a man a woman because it makes him feel better, because that makes me feel bad. And my first priority is to make sure that I'm okay. It's not to take care of other people, it's to make sure I'm okay. It's the airplane model. Put your mask on first, and that's really good advice." With that, I would ask that Senator Kauth yield to a question.
Senator Kauth, will you yield?
Yes.
Senator Kauth, as a policymaker, do you really feel that your #1 priority is that you're okay?
I think that interview was talking about, as me personally, but also as a policymaker, I'm representing my constituents, and that reflects them as well. They do not feel comfortable being compelled to address a man as a woman.
They don't, I'm sorry, say that last sentence?
Feel comfortable being compelled to address a man as a woman.
I don't know why I'm not hearing you. You don't feel comfortable or compelled to address them as a woman? Is that what you just said?
I'm reflecting the views of my constituents also, who don't feel comfortable addressing a man as a woman.
So that's a really good intro to another thing I want to talk about. So, and I have the quote here, but I'm just going to wing it on this one. So if you think I'm not quoting you correctly, you are welcome to correct me.
You got it.
So you talked about going door to door. And in the last bill, you talked about how people were appalled that this was going on. But in your interview, you said you went door to door and nobody knew about it. No one knew about it, and you're like, let me show you what's going on with the Biden administration. Would you say that that was correct?
Correct.
So you kind of, in some ways, created this issue for legislation, wouldn't you say? That you were a leader in letting people be aware that this was a problem?
By letting people know the things that I was concerned about, yes.
But based on the interview, no one opened the door and said, hey, I'm really worried about transgender bathrooms and about doctors allowing children to move forward in the process after
1 minute.
Many years of help. You're the one that really brought that up. It wasn't at the doors.
At some, yes, but primarily it was discussions about what is important.
All right, I appreciate that, because now we have validated that really this isn't a problem that most people were concerned about in your district until you open the doors to the information, based on your quote from the interview. Thank you, Senator Kauth.
Thank you, Carol Blood.
Senator Blood.